Imagine the desert of Arabia 2,400 years ago. The golden sun blazes over Makkah, a city filled with wealth, trade, and idols. But hidden in the houses of the powerful Quraysh is a man of African descent, born into slavery, with no wealth, no family protection, and no worldly status. His name, Bilal ibn Rabah. Yet this very man, chained, beaten, and despised by his masters, would become one of the greatest figures in Islam. His voice would rise above the Kaaba, calling believers to prayer, echoing across centuries. This is his story. Bilal was the son of an Abyssinian woman, Hama, who had been captured and enslaved. His father, Rabah, was also a slave. From the beginning, Bilal's life was one of hardship. Born into slavery in Makkah, he grew up serving the Quraysh. Though enslaved, Bilal was known for his dignity, honesty, and strength. He worked hard, often tending animals or running errands. His dark skin, his African roots, and his lack of tribe made him an easy target for insults in a society obsessed with lineage and status. But Allah had chosen him for something greater. When the Prophet Muhammad began to quietly spread the message of Islam, news trickled through Makkah. People whispered of this man who preached that all men were equal before Allah, that idols were false, and that only the one God deserved worship. Bilal's heart was moved. He had lived his life as property, owned by another man. But here was a message that freed the soul. No slave, no master, no Arab, no non-Arab, only servants of Allah, united in worship. Bilal accepted Islam in its earliest days, quietly pledging his allegiance to the Prophet. He knew the risks, but the sweetness of Tawheed, of believing in one God, was stronger than the fear of punishment. When his master, Umayyah ibn Khalaf, discovered Bilal's faith, rage consumed him. How dare a slave challenge the gods of Quraysh? Bilal was dragged into the scorching desert at midday. His body was stripped and beaten. They tied him down on the blazing sand, pressing a huge rock upon his chest so he could barely breathe. His flesh burned, his lips cracked, but his heart did not waver. The Quraysh screamed at him, "Renounce Muhammad, say you believe in our gods." But Bilal's lips uttered only one phrase over and over again, "Ahad, Ahad, one, one." The sound of that word, Ahad, shook the arrogance of Quraysh. They whipped him, starved him, mocked him. Days passed, yet his cry remained the same. Ahad, Ahad. It was not just resistance, it was a declaration of faith, an anthem of freedom. News of Bilal's torture spread among the Muslims. Their hearts ached, but most were powerless. Then came Abu Bakr al-Siddiq, R.A., the closest companion of the Prophet. Abu Bakr confronted Umayyah. "How long will you torture this man simply because he says Allah is one?" Umayyah sneered. "He is my slave, I will break him." Abu Bakr, known for his wealth and generosity, offered to buy Bilal's freedom. At first, Umayyah demanded a high price, mocking Abu Bakr. But Abu Bakr paid without hesitation, and with that, Bilal ibn Rabah, once a slave, was freed. He was no longer the property of any man. He belonged to Allah alone. Bilal became one of the closest companions of the Prophet Muhammad. He was always by his side, in prayer, in travel, in battle. His humility, his loyalty, and his unshakable faith made him beloved to the Muslims. The Prophet gave Bilal an honor no one else had ever held before. He chose Bilal to be the first mu'adhin, the caller to prayer. When the Muslims gathered, it was Bilal's deep, powerful voice that rose into the air, proclaiming, "Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar." It was fitting. The man who once cried Ahad under torture now raised his voice to call humanity to the worship of Allah alone.